show. Y'all, today is a big day for women. Today is International Women's Day. Yes! So I want to give a shout out to all the women around the world. From Port-au-Prince, Sac-Passé, from New York to LA, we Paris, on y va, Lagos, no wonder, Rio de Janeiro, obrigado, cheers to you in London, Chicago and Toronto, Otago on Kingston, ATL in Houston, meet me in the city, beautiful. We got magic in Orlando. Hey, happy International Women's Day. You know, we had to remix our single, Let's Go Out for you. So y'all please give it up for my band for the culture. Hey, fellas.
Hey, they got to pull them tops back.
Yes, they do, LeVon.
Because we got our single out. Let's go out.
We
right?
do, and it's a perfect song for women celebrating International Women's Day.
And just life.
Yes,
altogether.
exactly. I agree. So listen, y'all going on over to any platform and y'all download Let's Go Out and just roll those windows down and let's go. Listen, well, as you know, March celebrates many amazing things from women's history all the way to World Obesity Day, which is on March 4th. So today we have Chef Terrell cooking us a healthy meal. What's up, Chef? It's going good.
Yeah.
How's it going with you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We got some healthy food that we about to make up.
We love it. You know what I'm going to say. Ooh, y'all, this atmosphere in here, it is like permeating the whole building. It smells so good in here, right?
Exactly.
It's thick up in here. We about to lick the atmosphere. I couldn't help it, Chris. Listen, we also have an amazing guest to talk to us about her and her husband's journey with obesity, along with Koya joining me for some juicy topics. Koya's in the house. So y'all sit back, relax, grab a nice bubbly beverage because it's time to do what? Hey! Let's get it started! Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Listen, people often overlook the fight of the family members whose loved ones are challenged with the disease of obesity. According to the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion people worldwide are obese. 650 million adults, 340 million adolescents, and 39 million children. And my next guest gives a voice to those who are suffering silently. Y'all, please welcome the brilliant Dana Rosser! Yes, lady. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks.
You are doing fine, and you look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
This dress is
Oh,
everything.
thank you. I
You brought it
appreciate
to life. You're
Thank you.
welcome. So listen,
that.
Dana, your husband, Dr. James Butch. Come
right.
on now.
Butch.
Rosser is a world-renowned surgeon who openly discussed his battle with severe obesity.
Correct.
As well, he weighed 460 pounds
That is correct.
when y'all got married and had WLS in 2000?
He had weight loss surgery in 2000.
Oh,
Yes.
weight
Yes,
loss surgery.
absolutely.
We all into acronyms. WLS,
I know, right?
is
WLS,
weight loss surgery,
surgery.
y'all. What was that like? I'm sure it was a battle. What was that battle like when you were married?
When we were married. Well, first when we were
Look at
dating, there it
this.
is.
Oh my goodness.
First when we were dating, my husband is a general surgeon, and people thought that I was dating him because he was a surgeon, because they thought that I could not love him because he was at the time severely obese.
So they looked at you like you
A
were like the
gold digger.
melanated
Absolutely.
Anna Nicole.
That's exactly right.
Oh no.
Yes, they looked at me as a gold digger, which
That's
was
crazy.
really offensive. You know, I was taking care of myself. I'm an educated woman. I was taking care of myself, had everything going on for me. But they put their judgments on me that I couldn't possibly love him. So that was the beginning of how people treated me for being with someone who was different.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
Dana, I will tell you that your husband, and you know this, has lost 160 pounds.
Correct.
First of all, congratulations.
Yes, that's a blessing, right?
That's huge. And as my mom always said, love is what it does. It's not what it says.
Absolutely.
So y'all been married for how long?
It'll be 28 years. in
28
December.
years. That don't sound like
that's
no gold
right.
digging to
No,
me.
right, exactly.
That sounds like love.
That's right.
It must
That's
be
right.
love. So the
Yes,
weight loss,
correct.
everything through there. You are also the author of Through Thick and Thin, Facing Obesity Through the Eyes of Loved One.
Yes.
Of a loved one.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your book, Through
Okay.
Thick and Thin.
Well, as a spouse, you go through a lot of things. And those things I couldn't really talk to anybody about because some of them, I had mixed feelings. I was angry. I was very protective of him. I was always afraid that he was going to die in his sleep because he suffered with sleep apnea.
Wow.
So I had all these conflicting feelings. And I wanted to talk to someone about it, but I was scared because I didn't want people to judge me.
Right.
They were already judging me.
Correct. Right.
So I thought, where can I go to get help? So I was seeking online help. I looked for books, and there was nothing. And so God put it on my heart. He was like, you need to talk and tell your story. And I didn't want to do it because I thought, I don't want to tell my business. I don't want
Correct.
people judging me. But he was like, there are 39 million people in America that suffer with severe obesity.
Yes.
So just think about their spouses, their family members
And what
who
they're
are
going
also
through.
dealing with that. Those are millions more people like me that are
Yes.
dealing with it and want their loved ones to do the best.
Yes.
And so that's why I decided to write the book to help other people.
And after you wrote Through Thick and Thin, you appeared on a few shows.
Yes.
It just opened up so
It
many
opened
doors
up.
because it immediately resonated with so many people
That's
that
correct.
have been or are going through
That is
what
correct.
you went through.
That is
so
correct.
you've appeared on shows like Dr. Oz,
Yes.
the Today Show,
Yes.
and the Get Up Morning Show,
With
to name
Erica.
a few.
Yes,
with
that's right.
Erica.
Absolutely.
So now you're getting to share your story.
Yes.
People understand that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and they
Correct.
are not alone.
They are not alone. And that's the biggest thing. I want people to know they're not alone. I understand their feelings. I get it.
Yes.
But they're going to have to get, as a supporter, authentic with their feelings, good, bad, and ugly. Okay?
Yes.
Before that they can get help.
Yes.
And we want our loved ones to be healthy, but sometimes we just don't know how. And sometimes the anger and the anxiety comes out sideways, and you may say some things you don't really mean
Correct.
to say. But the bottom line is that you love them and you care for them and you want them healthy.
Correct.
You just need the tools to help you to talk
Correct.
to them. Yeah,
Now, you also did a TED Talk.
I did.
That is huge.
Yes.
How did that go?
That was really great. I was honestly really scared to do that.
I
Honestly,
bet.
I mean, you got to get your point across in 13
Yes.
minutes.
Wow.
Yes, 13 minutes. And then you have to rehearse. It's just a whole big deal to do a TED Talk.
Oh, it's a big deal. We just didn't know that. It was like
it's a big
13
deal. It's
minutes
13
and-
minutes. They want you to get it
Wow.
all in 13 minutes. But I feel blessed that once I said yes to God and did my book,
Yes.
He started opening all these doors for me to be able to get my story out and to share.
It's amazing what
It
happens
is.
when we surrender,
When
right?
you say yes.
My goodness.
Absolutely.
So you've mentioned that obesity is a disease.
Yes.
How did you cure yourself in the sense of obesity? In your opinion, what could be the cure to obesity? In the sense, I know you were helping your husband,
Yes.
but you're one. So how did
Yeah.
you come up with
Well,
that
he
cure?
decided, he looked into research and he decided that the gastric bypass surgery was the best surgery for him because he was 160 pounds overweight. Now, for me to help him with that, I had to, alter our diets. When he had the surgery, he was eating very, very small portions.
Wow.
I mean, we had our 4-year-old twins at the time, and he was eating less than them.
Oh,
Yeah, so
wow.
we had to really change the way we ate, change the food we brought in. I was trying before to sneak out the salt in the salt shaker and put in Mrs. Dash.
Right.
I would, like when I made spaghetti, I would put turkey instead of beef. I would do all those things, those stealthy, healthy cooking things
That's
to
amazing.
help him. But then afterwards, you kind of got to change your ways. And I started looking at my portion. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
I'm starting to eat more than him. So it helped.
Really?
Yes, because he was eating so small.
So now did it make you change
It
your
made me change.
your
It
portions
did.
to
It
decrease?
did. Yeah,
I
no,
think
it
it's so
decreased.
important when
Yes.
when someone's losing weight or going through that challenge, that
Correct.
whomever they're with, to respect that and at least try to go with,
Go with
them,
and
right?
exercise with them
And
as well.
exercise,
Yes,
exactly.
We exercise together and all that
That's
as well.
amazing.
So,
Well, Dana,
yeah.
we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. We'll be right back for the culture. and welcome back to the Sisaundra Show. You already know that this is one of my favorite segments because we talk about all things entertainment, music, sports, pop culture, and more. So cheers, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Who have been watching, you know that Chef Terrell is here. And those of you who are just joining us, the atmosphere is still lickable. It smells so good in here. And guess who else is here with us today? It's our favorite girl, Koya. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How are you?
I am great. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you so much. Same to you. Happy International Women's Day. So let's go ahead and dissect these topics. Tammy Roman opened up about her body dysmorphia condition. Koya, could you shed some little light on this? Talk to us about where she is.
Yeah, so this was hard for me to hear because I just assumed, knowing that Tammy has health issues, I assumed that her transformation was due to her health issues. So to hear her say that she has body dysmorphia, I am completely heartbroken by this.
Yes, it is heartbreaking.
I couldn't imagine what it's like to wake up every day and not love how you view yourself.
Correct.
You know, like we have the luxury of waking up every day and viewing ourselves and hopefully seeing what we love. But then having the perspective of remembering that there's a community of people who may not wake up every day and get that luxury that we do.
It's so true. It's so true. And so she's bringing that to light. I'm really happy that she's sharing her experience and very sorry that she's going through it, but it will help so many other people by her opening up as well.
Yes, because if she feels this way, imagine how much light she just shed on a community of people who also subscribe to that same feeling.
Yes, exactly. So Tammy, you're in our prayers, and also thank you for your transparency. So now sports news has a lot going on. 6-time NBA All-Star player Paul Gasol, I'm gonna ask the band, did I say that right, y'all?
Yeah.
Paul Gasol hung up his number 16 Lakers jersey. The speech was very emotional, and Gasol even called Kobe Bryant the brother that elevated him. Y'all check out Kobe's prediction.
There's no debate. I mean, Powell, when he retires, he will have his number in the rafters next to mine. The reality is I don't win those championships without Powell. The city of LA doesn't have those 2 championships without Powell. So we know that. Everybody knows that. And I really look forward to the day where he's there giving his speech at center court in front of all the fans who have supported him over the years. So it's going to be an awesome night.
Wow, that's deep. He said it, and he was the GOAT. So let's move on. Chris Perry also uploaded a viral video where he claimed that a man doesn't want to change. He will find a girl that's okay with his lifestyle so that he doesn't have to grow up. Y'all take a look at this.
Doesn't want to change. He will find a girl that's okay with his lifestyle so that he doesn't have to grow up. That's why these weak men will accuse a strong woman of having an attitude, but she actually just has standards and boundaries. She's not gonna put up with your foolishness, and she's gonna require you to be a good man. And eventually you're gonna leave and accuse her of being too masculine or independent for the simple fact she held you accountable for your actions. Ladies, don't ever think you are not enough for a man. Sometimes you are just too much.
Koya, weigh in on this. What are your thoughts?
So the very interesting thing about this is when I woke up this morning and I grabbed my phone to get on social media, this was the very first video I saw. I had no idea we were going to be talking about this today, but it was the very first thing I saw, and unfortunately this resonated with me so much.
Me
because
too.
As a young woman in her 20s, I just want to speak to men right now when I say this. As a young woman in her 20s, it really made me feel as though there was something wrong with me, you know? Like we internalize that differently. Yes, you may be playing games. Yeah, you may be, the trajectory of your life may be different from mine, but in the moment where we're thinking we're on the same playing field and we have the same understanding, only for that to be interpreted as there's something wrong with me, my standards are too high, you know?
Oh my God, you're high maintenance.
Yes,
It's all of that. And it's like, perhaps you're just not dreaming big enough.
Yeah, or perhaps you may not want the same thing that I want, but that's okay. Give me the opportunity to opt in or opt out.
But don't make my dreams correct.
I'm opting in thinking that we are on the same playing field and we both have the same understanding of what we're trying to cultivate.
And then you find out through discussion and communication that perhaps you're not.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean give up. That just means we need to talk.
For sure.
Right? Okay. So y'all are not ready for this next story. Omi in a Hellcat was sentenced to 5.5 years in federal prison for a cable scheme. Bruh. Come on. He was also ordered to forfeit $30 million in assets. Koya, that's a lot of money.
This is a whole lot, and I don't know if you guys remember, but this was like the culture. Like scamming was like the culture about 4 or 5 years ago. And I knew that at some point this was going to start to catch up with people. In my opinion, that's a lot of money. I have yet to see 30 million in my lifetime. I hope I see it. But I think that's...
But you want it to be your money, not the cable company's money.
Correct. And that was the point that I was going to make. Right. I would like to see 30 million on my own, not taking somebody else's hard-earned money.
Correct.
And then doing something else with it. So, yeah, this is an unfortunate situation. In my opinion, 5 years, I kind of thought, because he started at 500. He started at 500, then he was facing 27, and then he ended up getting 5.5. So to start at 500 and get 5.5, in my opinion, you got away.
Oh, he got off good.
Okay.
But maybe he was able to give some of the money back.
He did pay a hefty amount back, but rightfully so, it was never his.
It wasn't your money. My goodness. Okay, so this is our last topic. John Morant, did I say that? You listen, y'all got all these cool pop culture names. Is it Jay or Ja?
You got it,
I'm that tomato kind of girl. Okay. Jay, I love it. Ja. So Ja has been featured in the news ever since he displayed what appeared to be a gun at a nightclub on an Instagram Live. Now, come on, again, bruh. Now, social media is calling him Ja Warrant.
Not a mistake. A dumb decision, a dumb choice. Think of the higher power. Your mother, your father, your children. I'm not going to jump on the kid. He know what we did was wrong. But remember, he put himself in a position. You didn't have to go live. You got to pick your phone up, swipe to find Instagram, get on Instagram, swipe again, hit the live button, wait for it to connect.
Are you sure you want to go live?
You got to have enough common sense to know that wasn't going to go the way you wanted it to go. You're not a rapper. You're an NBA player.
Listen, coming from Shaq, that says a lot. Koya, what do you have to say?
I don't understand what this culture of athletes wanting to be gangsters are. Like, you literally make millions of dollars, like, to provide for your family and other people.
Yes.
Why do you want to backtrack and live a life that is so far from what you have the luxury of experiencing? I don't understand it.
And they're supposed to be role models, too.
Yeah.
So then what about that is role model standard?
Nothing about it is.
Nothing at all. So what's going on with him now? What are they doing to him?
So, you know, he is just an interesting one because I feel like he literally is like self-destructing. It's almost as if he wants to ruin his career because that's what's happening. We see one thing after the other happening, but the latest thing, I think he's going to be suspended for 50 games.
Oh my goodness!
5-0.
That's a whole season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost. Holy cow, right before they get to the playoffs.
I mean,
don't come on. You understand. I understand what they're doing, Chris. I understand. Listen, before we go, let's check in on Chef Terrell because, ooh, it smells so good in here. And let's bring out Miss Dana Rosser. Hey, we got some food. Come on.
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Wait.
Chef, talk to us. Tell us what you got going on.
So we're doing some toasted arugula right now. We're gonna roll down some arugula. We got some pan-seared chicken. We got some garlic seasoned lentils. Something nice and healthy for y'all.
Oh, yummy. That looks good.
Thank you.
And you can smell that arugula cooking,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And those are chicken thighs, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
He
Good eye.
deboned
Good eye.
them.
Oh,
Y'all should have seen him debone this chicken. It was just like, it just fell off the bone.
Wow.
Wow. And what's so amazing is that you seasoned it in the pan and seared it, all the seasonings into the chicken, right?
Exactly.
My God.
Yes,
That
the
flavor.
chicken juice.
Yes. Let's soak it all in.
I love it.
So exciting.
I love it,
So
indeed.
can you tell us why you chose to use chicken thighs as opposed to maybe like a chicken breast? Or do you feel like it's more juicy? Do you...
So definitely more fat on the chicken thigh. And I always love to say fat is flavor. If it has fat, it's gonna have a lot of flavor in it. So as opposed to using something like chicken breast, you know, we don't have to sacrifice so much flavor. We're already eating healthy, right? So we want to try and preserve as much of that flavor as we can in there.
Ooh, and
So-
tell us what you're adding now to the plate.
Now we're adding some lentils. We're gonna add some
Lentil.
chicken. So
That's a fusion.
This one, honestly, is just something that I eat. This is just a quick dish that I can put together. I know it's going to be healthy. It's not overly seasoned. It doesn't have a lot of sodium or salt in it. And then, like I said, a lot of flavor, a lot of fat in it. So I don't have to feel too guilty about myself when eating this.
What do you season with?
So this
Garlic
I season
powder,
it.
or-
I use garlic powder. I use some parsley, oregano, basil, all the good stuff in there. Corey, you can take this one.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I
about this.
tell you.
For sure.
That look good.
Well, I tell you, it's time for us to go, but we are going to be enjoying this meal as we say goodbye to you all for now. Thank you for joining us, Yo Chris!
Are y'all ready? Let's do this. Say scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Why? Because we got way more exclusive content for you right here on the Sisaundra Show, only on Afro TV, channel 1623, and the Roku. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Chef Terrell in the house, for the culture in the house. Sisaundra, 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 let's go! Let's go!
Yes! Hello, everyone. If you are at work, at home, y'all drop everything and tune in because it's time for the Sisaundra Show!
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just kidding. Don't y'all get fired. Don't drop everything at work. Listen, speaking of fired, y'all